Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking over the new Essence tours in Cambodia. We have two new Essence trips. They've actually been launched previously, but we're bringing them into the Essence line because we believe the concept really matches what we're offering with these two products. Our two products, we have one in Siem Reap and one in Phnom Penh. So the first product that we have in Cambodia for Essence is the Essence of Siem Reap anchored by Oxcart. And like all the Essence products, our aim here is to focus on the real highlights that a client wants to see when they visit Angkor, then add that point of difference. And obviously a food inclusion, we come to that, it's quite fun in this product. This is an existing tour that was launched a couple of months back, but we brought into the Essence line. So the morning is all about waking up early and seeing the sunrise over Ta Prohm. So Ta Prohm is the Tomb Raider temple, and it's crumbling. It's left in the state that it was found in many years back, and it has a real unique atmosphere, and it's most people would say it's one of their favorite of the temples. We start at sunrise and then have a picnic breakfast, so clients really get the opportunity to see Ta Prohm without the crowds, which is quite a unique chance, a unique opportunity. We carry on and visit the other major temples that most people would want to see on a day trip to day trip in Siem Reap and day trip to Angkor. Of course, it's Angkor Wat. You have Angkor Thom, and you also have the Bayon, which is the temple of the large faces, large stone faces. So, as with most of our trips in Siem Reap and Angkor, because of the heat of midday, we generally split the tour. So we have the morning and the afternoon section, and the midday is given up to clients to take some rest and have a dip and avoid the midday heat. So the morning is the highlight. We've added that little bit of difference with the early sunrise start and the picnic breakfast. But in the afternoon, it's really something a little bit different. We want to show clients the real Cambodia, the real Siem Reap, and to visit a local farmer family and learn how to make the bamboo sticky rice dish, which is famous in Cambodia. So you travel out just beyond the airport of Siem Reap and you're visiting a very genuine community. You take an ox cart through a very short ox cart trip. It's only 10-15 minutes or so through the dirt tracks. And you arrive at a local family house. The lady who teaches us how to make the bamboo sticky rice, she actually sells sticky rice outside of Angkor Wat. It's a great chance to see how a local food is made, but even better than that, it's a great chance to interact, to play with the family, to really make a bond. And that's something that we want to try and do with Essence, bring in that local, authentic experience. So after you've made the sticky rice, you carry on back to the moat of Angkor Thom and enjoy a sunset whilst eating your sticky rice and having a beer on a sunset cruise. So really, we couldn't think of anything more that you would want to do in this itinerary. You have a sunrise and sunset. You have all the temples, the major temples, local interaction, the chance to really understand local Cambodian life, and see a completely different side of what most tourists see when they're visiting Angkor. And of course, you finish up with a cold beer at sunset, which in Angkor is a necessity. So that's Essence of Siem Reap, Angkor by Oxcart. Our second tour in Cambodia is the Essence of Phnom Penh, Pearl of Indochina. Again, this is a 4-day tour, and you would notice that this has been launched previously as the story of Phnom Penh. This tour again matches the criteria for Essence, takes the highlights, adds a superb food inclusion, and has a little bit of a point of difference, a unique walking route in this case. So the morning trip is all about exploring the traditional highlights of Phnom Penh, the royal palace and temples. What we didn't want to do with this tour is focus it around the Khmer Rouge. There's quite a lot of opportunities to visit the killing fields and also visiting Tuol Sleng and the other sites of genocide. This is a big part of the history of Phnom Penh, but we feel on this tour we'd like to focus more on the future of the city and some of its more forgotten past. It's a beautiful Art Deco city. Some of the greatest buildings in Asia can still be found in Cambodia, in Phnom Penh, and it has one of the greatest central markets. So we want to give clients a chance to see some more of the positive aspects of the city, whilst also supporting the lives of local people. So after the morning highlights, we stopped for lunch at Friends International. I think a lot of you who have visited Phnom Penh would have enjoyed a meal at Friends International. It's a great organisation. It's all about providing educational and work opportunities for disadvantaged local communities. The food is superb. Has a lot of Kampot pepper, which is a speciality of Cambodia, and you can have all sorts of great dishes with local ingredients, whilst also giving something back to the local community. In the afternoon, we take a walking route, and this walking route travels through some of the best colonial and Art Deco streets of Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh was the Pearl of Asia. That's how it was referred to back in the era of French colonialism. And you can still see why. It has a great city plan, has amazing buildings, and the walking route that we've created with the Cambodia team is all about showing clients that other side of the city. Really stepping back in time. We passed the post office and the FCC building and some other of the famous places to see in the central parts of the city. We finish up at the central market, and if you haven't seen the central market of Phnom Penh, I suggest you scroll down and you can see on the slide here, or you can have a quick Google. It's an Art Deco masterpiece, and it really dominates the central part of Phnom Penh. With your guide, you actually head into the market. You can see the produce and the goods that people were selling and bartering. It's a great chance to see the real soul of the city. This is not about what went on in the past. This is modern Phnom Penh and how people live. We finish up with a tuk-tuk trip onwards back to your hotel. So that is the essence of Phnom Penh, and as highlights with that